Sorry about that.
Thank you for stealing a car. I'm sorry.
So
I
good.
just like I can't have other voices butting in. I just can't.
No, I
deal with
got
that
you. You're
shit.
cool. You're cool.
I'm already like annoyed enough
Gotta
on
get
my
a
own
radio
and
off.
trying to be like civil, you know.
Uh-huh.
But like obviously I got fired, right? That's fine. And I'm just gonna give you the whole breakdown, right? So like obviously I haven't done as much as I probably should have at the like the whole event planning thing. Like I've only thrown like a couple for the label, and they like I slacked off for a bit, so I understand that, right? Like I get it, you know? Like, but it just comes down to the fact that like I have not spoken with Molly and I had no contact with her. Like she did not call me, she did not text me, she did not attempt a conversation with me before just firing me without a reason given. Like if she would have had a conversation with me and said, hey, like I don't think you're fit for this role anymore, and maybe like if you can like prove yourself to get it back, like that would have been fine, right?
Yeah.
But like, and also like I've 2 days ago I reached out to her, and I reached out to her in email, right, about how I want to throw this event and blah blah blah, and the event was like I want to throw an end of summer block party with a like anything goes diving competition at the block, where like I want people like coming in and like jumping out of helicopters, diving, and like just doing like crazy fun dives into the pool. And I was gonna get like James Randall there as like a performer to do really stupid stunts and shit, and make a huge prize pool out of like selling tickets and stuff like that, like a banging end of summer event, right? And she was like, oh, I'm doing my world tour the next day, it'll have to be postponed. I was like, all right, bet, you know? And then like to come back and find out I've been fired even after that, it's like I don't know, it feels like kind of like a backhand, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Because like like I said before, right, I understand that I have not put in the work the company enough to have the role that I did have. Like I understand that. I recognize that. I am very kind of iffy and wishy-washy when it does come to throwing events, because I get burnt out of event planning very easily, right? So I kind of come and go and do them at my own time, and I understand how that probably does not equate to a head event manager role. I get that. But like even in the last few days, like I just sent an artist that wants to like play you guys music and possibly get signed to Dwayne, like helping Dwayne like with the Pilbis contract and trying to like reach out to you because Pilbis was reaching out to me about it.
Yeah.
Like, simple stuff like that isn't like in the job title, right? But it's just like I was doing all of that, not even realizing that I wasn't even hired to the company anymore, right?
Yeah.
And also like another thing, right? Like I do these events because
man's
I
really
love
out
them
here
and I
having to
want
repair this label,
I've
you
never
know.
taken a penny from MDM Records for any event like I've thrown. I've never gotten paid for them. Only event I got paid for was the one with the gas station, and that was because it was Tommy's business and he paid me, right?
Yeah.
Out of the gas station event. And I don't care about money. I do it because I want to. I want to help the label, and I want to help people in the city to have fun, right? So like, I don't know. I just, it feels like such a backhand whenever I feel like I didn't even get any sort of professionalism before getting fired. Like,
so we went through, so basically, right, we had discussions at the start of the week about who was on the label, because obviously we've had the big thing with the bimbos, which triggered a lot of change within the label, and we're in the point of
bimbos?
rebuilding. So the bimbos went to Wu Chang. If you don't know, TLDR, they went for the money. They left the label. Basically made us realize a bunch of internal problems we have, so we're trying to hash everything out and sort everything. We made a spreadsheet to go through and mark people who were questionable to be staying at the company, and then we said that if everyone agreed and we had a conversation around it, people would be let go. But the problem is that's been, you know, miscommunicated. People have been let go prematurely, and there's been a lack of conversations, and it's also not been fully agreed on. So you've been let go by Molly, who obviously saw that that was what should have happened, based on, like you're saying, about, I guess, about the events and stuff. But my thing is, I agree with you, a conversation is necessary, and that was kind of the whole next step, but the gun's been jumped a little bit.
yeah.
I mean, realistically, there's going to be no one saying no to having an event planner. I'm more than happy to still have you at the company. Everyone else would as well. Problem is, there's a small aspect of gatekeeping within the company, which I'm also trying to hash out, which is like kind of, you know, like a little underlying issue. But thing is, you've done events in the past. I think it's just because it was quiet for a while.
Yeah, which makes
it must
sense.
have been,
like I said, I understand that. You know, like
she
I
thought it
put
was
in the work,
nothing being
know?
done. But, you know, the fact that you're saying to me, you got this shit you want to do, you reached out to her, you done stuff, that could have been avoided with a simple conversation of, yo, we've been going through the list of employees, we've seen that you haven't been doing much recently, what's going on? You know, that's what needs to happen, not you know, you're asleep, you wake up, you haven't got the role. So apologies for that. It shouldn't happen like that. If you're still down to be involved and you want to be involved, maybe the best thing to do then, like you said, because there's a couple other things he was doing, is rather than go back into the same role, give you like more of a general role. So
yeah,
you can,
and I'm fine with that. Like, I don't need to be the
stuff.
head of anything, you know?
Yeah.
I enjoy, like, doing my events whenever I feel up to it, you know?
Yeah.
I got that role whenever, like, Dwayne barely knew me when he gave me that role, and, like, everything was kind of new, you know? So it was, like, I don't know, it was a rough one.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. But like I say, don't worry about it, because there's a lot, like, you know, if I go through the logs right now on the phone, there's a few people that have been let go that are going to have to be brought back in. So it's just lack of communication and poor on our end that's still in the process of being sorted. So
I get that, and I understand. I know y'all are trying to fix this company, and it's like, it's a tough one, you know? There's deep-rooted problems that you guys probably don't see fully, you know?
Yeah.
And I get that, and it's like, it's not hard feelings. I just,
these
like,
two shouldn't have
happened. I
happened.
felt blindsided by Molly, not really, like, by you guys. It just kind of felt like it was out of nowhere, you know? So I just wanted to have a conversation about it rather than just, like, being pissed off and nothing coming from it, because I still do care a lot about the company, and I have plans. Like, I have probably 4 more events on the back burner for like coming times, because I'm trying to get back into it because I have fuck all to do, you know?
Yeah, let's and do it. Like, use this as motivation to come and do it, because we definitely want to help, like, facilitate the ideas, and we need more events. And there's definitely event planners that are just like, you know, not doing anything. But also, Molly has a lot of energy and is very passionate. If you don't see eye to eye with her, which you won't be the first person, just, you know, there's other points of contact throughout the label. So just whoever you see fit to talk to, just talk to them and bring your event ideas to them, and it will get in motion, you know? Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. Like I said, I have this one event that I'm going to do. I was planning on trying to do it on the 22nd, but apparently that's the day before Molly's, like, world tour thing.
Yeah.
That she's been planning. So I'm gonna probably, once I get back from being away for like a week and a half, I will do it. So
okay. Say less. Well,
I tried to do it before I left, but I'm gonna do it after.
Are you good? Back. What's your state ID?
14244.
Give you like manager assistant, because then that kind of just covers everything, right? You just can do events, you could do
whatever you see best. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't know much about the signing thing. I've had a lot of people come to me and be like, hey, I want to show you my music and signing, and I'm like, I don't know anything about that. I'll give you to a person that does. But
even like you just relaying that to us is so helpful and effective. So I'll give you manager assistant, and then if there's like another role, I can just
yeah, I mean, whatever you see like best, and if it changes, like, I'm not gonna be like butthurt about it, right? I don't really care about the role. I just like want to be able to continue to help you guys, you know?
Okay, well, I'm gonna
get back into that shit.
Is it 1422?
14244.
Alright. There you go. I gotta make another call as well about getting somebody else back on the job list. But to be honest, it just boils down to lack of communication on the high. Like, the problem is we have like 4 or 5 people who should probably be involved in all of the decisions, but you know, because we haven't had structure for so long, people are so used to making decisions by themselves that they kind of just
really,
do
like,
it, right?
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
It's just trying to switch over so that everyone knows before something happens like that, that those 5 people have